it's Haley here. So in this video we are going to be demonstrating the Achilles taping technique. This kind of taping technique would best serve an athlete who has some Achilles tendonitis. So we are going to start this taping technique with pre-wrap, also known as the underwrap. So most athletes prefer pre-wrap because it is softer than some of the other tape that's used, and because it also helps with any tape irritation. So we're going to want to start with the pre-wrap. So you're going to want to wrap the pre-wrap with it rolling off the bottom of the roll. So instead of going like this, you're going to want to roll this way. So I'm going to start it here, hold it, kind of put the foot up. This is helpful because it will lay smoothly with no wrinkles. Okay, there you go. I'm just going to keep wrapping it up foot. You don't want to do a super thick layer. Okay, move your foot out please for me. Thank you. Then I'm just kind of going to go up. And then I'm just going to follow the pattern again. Just like so. And just like I said earlier, you want to make sure to do as thin a layer as possible. Yeah. So once the pre-wrap is on, it is now time for the anchor strip. So I'm going to do 3 anchor strips on the lower leg using the white tape again. So as I do this, you're going to want to make sure that part of the tape is on the skin so it adheres to the skin. And you want to do this, and then you want to cross it over. You want to make sure that you do this because if you don't, then when the athlete gets up, then the tape will start to shimmy down and will fall off the foot immediately. So as you put the first anchor strip down, half of it needs to be attached to the skin, like I said. And you also want to make sure that you lay the tape down at an angle for every single strip. And right now, because of my nails, I'm having to, instead of tearing it off by hand, it's too hard, so I'm having to use scissors for this one. So that's 2, and then 3. And then here is the last one. Continuing to lay them at an angle as you head down the leg. You want to head down to the foot, and you're going to want to do 2 anchors on the foot. As you do this, you want to make sure that the foot is relaxed, so make sure to just relax your foot, just like that. With the foot in this position, there's a shorter distance between the 2 anchors, the one on the foot and the one on the lower leg, and it will help to support the Achilles tendon more. So, I'm going to start from the bottom, like I normally do. Again, make sure it overlaps, touches the skin. There's 1. And then I'm going to want to do 1 more for a total of 2. Make sure that these strips also overlap one another. When you overlap, it also helps keep them in place, but with any spaces between the wrap. Okay, so now, just like we did with the video last week, we want to now create a fan. So I'm going to measure from the anchor in the foot all the way to the anchor of the lower leg. And I'm going to do that with the non-sticky side first. So keep your foot out. So you need 3 strips to do this. Here, relax your foot, please. Go here. That should be good. Okay, perfect. So this is my strip number 1. So this is the first strip, which is the one that we measured out. You want to make an X now, so you're going to do 2 more strips, making sure that the outside part is the thicker and then the middle is thinner. You're going to want to make sure that they're all about the same size as well. And there you go. You're going to take the fan that you just made, and you're going to attach first to the bottom, so down here. You're going to go down here to attach it. And then you're going to close that off with closing strips before you attach it to the ones of the lower leg. And I'm going to do 2 strips here, similar to what I did at the beginning. So 1, overlap them again. And then number 2. And then number 2. There, close them over halfway. Overlapping. Perfect. Now pull nice and tight in order to support the tendon. The more you pull, the more support there is. There you go. Now, this anchor fits on really nicely, as you can see. It attaches back there. And there you go. So now you want to secure it with a closing strip. You want to make sure to do closing strips all the way down, making sure to close by half like we've been doing. There's one. This taping technique with the fan is really helpful because it is going to limit the amount of dorsal flexion the athlete has, which in turn helps to support the Achilles tendon. Fix that one. Now finish up with one last closing strip, making sure to close it by overlapping it halfway. Last snip. There you have it. This is the Achilles tendon taping technique.